Dr. Marielle McKinley with the Reality Shift Show with Dr. Marielle McKinley. And we're with BBS Radio, and we're syndicated on every single possible syndication online that you can possibly find, plus several AM stations and FM stations. And you can find us on Spotify, iHeart, Apple Podcasts, iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, on and on and on. So just download the BBS radio station app, and it's easy to find. So welcome to Reality Shift. Now this week we're doing something a little bit different because, as you can see, I am wearing a crown and Mrs. Ireland sash in a sequins gown. I just happened to be at the San Gabriel Valley Hilton, and we were taking photo shoots for the Mrs. Europe Global pageant for the magazine, and tomorrow is our haute couture fashion show. So today we thought it would be apropos to do a special on Hollywood scams. So today we have an expert on Hollywood scams, and I've been in Hollywood since I'm 5. I did my first TV show, and I am on the IMDb under Mary McKinley. I'm known for starring in California Girls, the movie, and co-starring in Boarding House, the classic horror movie. And I was in Homework with Joan Collins, and I actually was the casting director for Beach Girls. I wasn't in that movie. I was the casting director, so the IMDb needs to fix that. But anyway, I'm now Marielle McKinley, Dr. Marielle McKinley, and I've been a casting director. I've done just about everything you can do in Hollywood, including having over 500 published in print magazine articles, and producing cable shows, and executive producing, getting money for projects, and so forth and so on. So now it's all social media. So I have with me special guests, stars, part of my celebrity guest expert team, Mr. Alatino Brown from Cyberspace Media Broadcasting Company, and we have also Penny Latham, who has published magazines. She's been in fashion. She knows Hollywood royalty all her life. And her significant other, Nick Rubin, the celebrity pizza guy. Why don't you introduce Alatino? Introduce yourself. Tell us about what you do, and introduce our other celebrity guests. You got the floor.
Well, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, everyone. How are you? Namaste. Well, I guess Dr. Marielle put it pretty much on the head. We have been friends for a number of years. She actually dubbed about 3 years ago at an interview with Dr. Antonio Giolini and Leslie Uckman, the producer-director of India's Daughter.
Oh, yes. Let me say that just in case the sound is bad. By the way, if you're on a speakerphone, Alatino, please get off the speakerphone, because our sound is really important, since we do go live to over 60 syndicated stations. So yes, he was talking about 3 years ago, Mr. Antonio Giolini, the founder of the Family Film Awards. We interviewed him with the multiple award-winning director-producer Leslie Udwin of the movie India's Daughter. You can see that on one of my YouTube channels, so go on. Alatino actually interviewed her and Giolini. Go on.
All right. So I had the pleasure of bringing them together for the very first time, and it was totally incredible. And, you know, of course, when you want to do a show on location and live, it's not like doing it in the studio. Please bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. There's an ice cream truck rolling down the street. However, I'm in my car. It's not completely soundproof, but it's the ice cream truck. But anyway,
we don't hear it. We don't hear the ice cream truck, and you're making me crave ice cream.
It's kind of like my soundproof chamber. So, getting back to the interview, it was fantastic. They were, very elated with each other.
Hold on 1 second, Alatino. We've lost our other guest. I'm going to have to put you on hold and merge the calls. Hello, Penny. Did you get dropped?
Yes, we did.
Okay, I will merge the calls. Okay, you are now merged. Alatino, Penny, and Nick, the celebrity pizza guy, are now still on the phone. Go on, Alatino.
Okay. So, with that being said, it was a very interesting interview. And if you don't know, Leslie Unwin, the producer of India's Daughter, was pointing out in her movie the maniacal mayhem that went on with the young lady in law school.
She was actually in medical school. The lady Jyoti Singh, India's Daughter, was an M-rated, mature-rated documentary about Jyoti Singh, a medical school student. It was a premeditated gang rape by the patriarchal society in the UK in India. Then it was mayhem. It made Rodney King look like preschool out there. There were over, about 20,000 press members for about a month, and press from all over the world, and people were shooting guns into the street. Law enforcement was out. It really did make the Rodney King, and God bless Rodney. He was a good friend of mine. R.I.P. It did make it look like preschool. So go on, Alatino. I'm only reiterating in case the sound is bad.
Okay. And the fact that she was just killed for no reason at all, or seamlessly killed for no reason at all other than that, it brought up, women are very disrespected in this country.
They're disrespected in India, in that country.
Right. And India especially. Okay, there is no rules and regulations. At least here in America, we have rules and regulations against that. And it's not only is it frowned upon, it's illegal. However, it still goes on. But bullying is one of the major gripes, and it really tears me up to see people bullied.
I can't stand bullying.
Go ahead.
I can't stand bullying of any kind.
Right. Well, that brings me to that point. Bullying is just plain wrong for anybody, and that's one of the main pet peeves of mine. And with that, a few friends of mine who are very top-notch in this business planned a 50-state tour in 2019, every state's capital in the United States of America will be stopped at, and we will be pitching tents there and signing up not only corporate affiliates all over the United States, but nonprofits that support and back the same things I do. Children first, women, beautiful veterans that keep us alive to go and risk their lives and lives for us. I can't wait till November 11th this year for Veterans Day. Our senior citizens who are taken advantage of because they no longer have all their thought processes there.
Are you insinuating something? Aren't we kind of considered senior citizens? Oh, we're not yet seniors, but so we still have all our thought process. No, you're not one. You got to be. No. Go on, Penny. You got to be 65 to be a senior now. They changed it on us. So we're not yet seniors, even though I'm really only 42. That's my Hollywood age. I'm really only 12. My mom thinks I'm 15. What did you say, Nick?
I said, we have a mountain now. Yeah,
You guys are a bit of comedians, all of you. I wish I had better sound here. Next time we're going to do a Zoom interview so everybody can see how gorgeous Penny is. And
you have to be a comedian, and then you have to be a good chef and a pizza guy.
There you go. Oh, and he is the chef. We're talking about the season that you guys are too much. So, for people that have been, because I do happen to know some inside stories about, so the way that we've all been, even though I'm a Hollywood veteran, and Penny's family knows Hollywood icons their whole lives, names that if I were to say them, you all know them, and Alatino knows everybody in Hollywood, and Nick is the celebrity pizza guy. But we've all even, fallen for BS Hollywood crap, even though we're educated. It's unbelievable how good some of these con artists can be, and I really would like to educate our audience, which goes all over the world. BBS Radio itself has over 1 million subscribers, and you hit the archives on every major podcast. I'd like to educate the world. We don't say names, even though we should. I just don't, because we have ethics and integrity, unlike a lot of the people, you know, out here in Hollywood. And it's bullying at its worst or best. Like one of these scam artists tried to charge me $5,000, said that they were the CEO of a certain TV online distribution thing, and said that they were, and I had already talked to the CEO of this company, and it wasn't $5,000. You got your own advertisers. It wasn't any money. And it was unbelievable. It insulted my intelligence. And I told the person, I said, I don't pay to be on television. They pay me. Period. You know.
That's funny. You know why?
Why?
Because it seems that the person might have tried to charge me $5,000 just a brand name a month. And I'm down to $2,500, but I didn't get $2,500 worth of branding for a year.
And what are you trying to say? What you're trying to say, the average listener might not understand what you're saying.
Well, what he's trying to say is that when you say someone comes to you and they say, hey, I'm worth this. This is what I charge. And now my adage is this. What clients do you have right now that are paying you that amount of money? Well, this is what we can afford, and this is what we feel that in today's market.
And when I said I'm not a millionaire.
And he said he's not a millionaire, we're not going to sign any contracts. So we went ahead and we paid a certain fee. Okay, so we paid half of what he was asking. But when it all came down to brass tacks, we didn't get the branding that we were supposed to get. And so on top of that,
And or money.
what we did was we paid, we did some events, and we were told all kinds of pipe dreams, and that's where the smoke and mirrors comes in our wonderful industry. And it really is important that you brand yourself with people that are real and people that have integrity.
Yes.
And so when we did that, we ended up having a report given to us saying, I did this amount of stuff for you. But in the same room of people, they were charging a fifth of what they were charging us for the same services. And we caught on to it, and we saw it, and we saw that we weren't making any money, so we bowed out. And thank God we did when we did, okay? So, you know, you give thousands of dollars for something that you think is real, and when you find out that it isn't, it really does.
Oh, we have somebody that's calling us right now that probably has a question for you. Reality Shift Show. This is Dr. Marielle. Let me put you on speaker. Hello, who's calling?
Hello?
Yes, hi. Who's calling?
Kristen Ivins.
Oh, hi, Kristen. Did you have a question regarding, we were just talking about Hollywood ripoffs and branding, and are you the one that emailed in about photography ripoffs?
Yes, I did.
Oh, okay. Does anybody here have stories about, oh, my microphone. I'm holding two phones, and I got this wireless mic in between me. Oh, that doesn't. Does anybody have any stories? Oh, I don't know how to do the three-way call on this to get the other guest on, but we have another person that was scheduled to be a guest, Rosalind Kahn, and she was actually, Kristen, this person was actually conned by a similar person that these people were conned by. She was told to pay all kinds of money for some photography session. Okay, now, in Hollywood, like if you watch the Tyra Banks show, you'll find out that you don't need to pay photographers all kinds of money for photography because, you know, you shouldn't have to. Like I got my photographer right here, and he just took a bunch of pictures of a bunch of models and pageant women. He didn't charge them a penny. So, gosh, this dark... Wait a minute. So this... But anyway, so this person was overcharged for all kinds of pictures. And she asked for the photographer's name and number, and that person would not give the name and number. And that was really unusual because that means that the person was probably giving them 20 bucks and probably charging, you know, $3,000 for the pictures. So that really rubbed me the wrong way. And I told her, if you ever ever have that happen to you again, you say that I'm your manager, and I will make sure that you don't get overcharged, and I will make sure that you get your pictures, and they're either going to be done free or they'll be done at the appropriate price that a photographer, you know, needs to make a living, you know, maybe $80 or something. That's what he does for a living. Otherwise, you know, we'll take you on a red carpet and get you some great pictures free. So
cyberspace will back you up.
Cyberspace Media will back you up, Kristen. Kristen's in Chicago. And what is your dream job? Because last year, I'm tired with this damn crown on my head and the bleach blonde on my hair. It's made me lose an IQ or two, you guys. Last week's show, we actually reached out to the audience and I said, whatever your dream is, if you had all the money in the world, or all the contacts and whatever you wanted to do, what would it be? And Kristen reached out and she said she'd like to be an actor and a comedian. Is that right, Kristen?
Yeah.
So Nick here does some comedy. He's the celebrity pizza guy, and he does comedy. Do you have any advice for Kristen? She's in Chicago, or Alatina or Penny.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Christian, I'd like to applaud your dream and your efforts on behalf of Cyberspace Media, which now has its own broadcast network completely across the United States as the first and only extraterrestrial broadcasting network for nonprofits all across the United States for all causes. We will respond with the help of our great corporate sponsors. And you want to be a comedian and an actress? Why don't we offer you your own free show? Penny Latham, which is another surprise, this on here, happens to be my chief of operations for the Cyberspace Media Broadcast Network. So you can contact her, Dr. Marielle, after the show, and we'll see what we can do to hook you up, because laughter is the best medicine for all ailments.
Laughter is the best medicine, and last week I did say, as the doctor, I prescribe to everybody laughter, because laughter is the best medicine. Right, Kristen?
So true. Very true.
So you sound pretty good, because Penny, say hi to Kristen.
Hi, Kristen. And yes, laughter is awesome, and you get less wrinkles when you
You have laughter.
Ah, you get less wrinkles.
Forget about it.
It'll be a lot less expensive than all those face creams I keep falling for. We should do one on face creams from Facebook, where they charge you $4.95 for shipping and handling, and then they charge my credit card $280 14 days later. I've fallen for that too many times, huh? I guess we've all fallen for that one too many damn times. This one's gonna work this time. No. Oh, I fell for one that said Joy Behar had quit The View, and that she quit today because she was developing a face cream for 2 years that was putting out of business all the Hollywood plastic surgeons. And I actually believed it and fell for that crap about 2 months ago. And they charged. She's on The View. She's still on The View. And I couldn't believe I fell for that crap. But we're all getting a good laugh. Unbelievable. Oh, today's topic is scams. Hollywood scams, right? So, yeah, they used her image. Oh, Nick. Check this out. Speaking, we always leave the listener on so that they can hear the rest of the show. Speaking of using somebody's image, they used her image, and I told the woman when I tried to get my money back before I did that thing, you know, if you dispute with your bank, then it takes longer to get your money back. I know from previous times doing it, my mom falling for that crap. And I'm like, Mom, don't click on that. That's BS. And then I clicked on it. So I know from previous times you don't dispute with the bank. You try to work it out with the company. And she said, well, I'll give you 35% back. I said, no, I want 100% back. I said, yeah, and I have a radio show and it goes all over the world. And I said, and you're using Joy Behar's image without her permission. Speaking of using somebody's image without their permission, didn't that happen to you, Nick, the celebrity pizza guy? Or am I mistaken? I think I saw your image on somebody else's page. I'm like, what? This guy is not the guy that is in charge of your company. That made me kind of sick.
Well,
yeah.
I'll tell you, that is something that is a very serious issue. And, you know, fraud is a very big thing that's going across, you know, across the world right now. And I think that the most important thing is to always have protection of yourself and make sure that you know who you're dealing with. And also to, you know, like passcodes and things like that on social media, it is so important to make them so abstract that people cannot figure them out. And
you mean like the, are you, with the hackers? Oh yeah, we had a, we have a Stop Cyber.
I do have something to say about that.
Yeah, Alatino's an IT professional. He knows about hacking. He knows all about it. Alatino, tell us about the hacking.
That's one of the most important things to remember. Keep it, as Dr. Mario said, abstract, but make it something as to your alter ego. Meaning, you could be a penny by day, but you could be a $1 million bill by night or by social media. Meaning, create an identity that you can always remember. Use that for everything you do. You don't forget it. They can't change it, and you're good. That's what I do.
I'll tell you what I do. I make one so damn long.
Let me elaborate on that, and let me tell you.
Okay, tell me why, because I do something different.
People you're talking about that's extorting money digitally from you by telling you they can brand and all of this, guess what? I was hacked, and all my pictures were taken and were relabeled, just like the joint bear thing that you were talking about, utilizing my image and my appeal and my social media presence within the LinkedIn community.
That happened to my LinkedIn. Oh, I have 5 LinkedIns that I can't get into. And we have the guy that worked for the NSA and what was it, Jane? April, that worked for the NSA that you talked to on the phone. He worked for Homeland, NSA, and
Homeland Security.
Yeah, you know him, Alatino. What's his name? Dwayne. Yeah, that he.
Dwayne Connors.
Yeah, Dwayne Conyers. He can help us with all that. But what my son, who's a computer science major, he said it's not about like putting in. Because even Kristen and me and this other young lady from my other show about cyberbullying, which is another bullying, we started a Stop Cyberbullying and Stop Hacking page that you guys can go to. I just posted something from Anonymous, the white hat hacker guys, the other day. Yeah, but check it out. What you do, because they can find out you're with a program, they can get your, no matter what it is, they can get 10,000 passwords within a second. But what if you have something that's so damn long, okay, it doesn't matter if there's like a letter, an uppercase, a lowercase. If you have something that's so long, and it could be all in lowercase, so like out of a book or words to a song, it could take one of those programs 2 years to do it. And I have that information on the Stop Cyber Hacking and Cyberbullying site. And Alatino, you also have a high-tech site also, don't you, for things like that?
We have not released it yet because we are formulating. It's been built in 3 different cities in the United States, and none of them know about each other yet. They exist, but they have not met yet.
Well, did you guys check it out?
We're releasing.
Sorry to interrupt you, but did any of you people, Kristen, my caller, Penny Latham, Nick the Celebrity Pizza Guy, or Alatino B. Brown, the world-renowned, or you, April Storms, my famous photographer, look at his Instagram page. How many likes did you have on the Cyber Bunny of the Year?
21,000 plus likes.
21,000 plus likes on one of the photos. Anyway, he did my Ferrari shoot. Anyway, did any of you people, were you guys part of what was, I saw it in Wired and on ABC News yesterday, 50 million Facebook sites were hacked by a guy in, I think it was North Korea. I had to remember my password and sign back in. But on my other page, Tino, the one that you helped me set up, thank God I didn't have to remember that one, but you would have remembered it for me because you helped me with that. But the one page, my better page with the Ferrari picture, I had to remember. Right. Kristen, did you have to sign into either one of your two pages? Did you have to put your password, Kristen?
No.
You didn't? They didn't hack her, but we have like thousands of followers on ours. What about you, Nick? Did you have to, or Penny?
Nick, did you?
No.
No? Thank God.
I didn't have to this time, but last time I did, when Mark went before Congress last time, I had a 2-day.
Oh my!
Almost like I was put in jail.
Facebook jail. I was in Facebook jail for 3 months. Remember, Aladino?
Where someone was messing with my phone.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I wonder. Oh, I don't know.
I was never in Facebook jail.
You don't want to ever go to any kind of jail. Oh, speaking of jail, I have to pitch the most amazing attorney. His name is Avand Naderi. If you ever have a court case in the San Fernando Court District, this guy is an expert. And last week, one of the other callers that called in that helped set up that cyberbullying and stop cyber hacking, one of the girls there, because I used to, say his name, and she said, "What's the name of that attorney that she always says on my other iHeartRadio show?" And the girl had a case, a criminal case, and he handled it, and that girl had 2 counts of this or that, and I was the expert doctor, and she walked out of there scot-free. This guy is a genius. He has integrity, credibility. All the judges, everybody knows him. And he's not some sham lawyer. I mean, he really is excellent. His name again is... Hold on, I got to pitch this guy because I said I'm going to pitch him every single week for the rest of my life. And then my other guest said, "Oh, well, I've got an attorney in Texas." I said, "I don't care about your attorney in Texas. I'm only talking about Avand Naderi. My crown is falling off. My dad used to say, 'You're an angel with a crooked halo.'" So his name is Avand Naderi, and he's at jail@hotmail.com, and he is really amazing. He works with a team of experts. Avand, A-V-A-N-D, Naderi, N-A-D-E-R-I, We Hate Jail at hotmail.com. I don't have the phone number, but if you email him, he has a team of experts he works with. Personal injury, corporate cases, suing people for fraud, for misrepresentation, for extortion, for using your image, for Hollywood scams. This guy has so much integrity, and he's a trial expert. He will take your case, your civil case. Check it out, you guys. If you guys have a civil case, for instance, detrimental reliance on a promise, breach of contract, which it sounds like you have a case like that, you guys, then this guy will take it. Listen, he will take that case to civil court, and then he's friends with all the city attorneys, the district attorneys, and then they will pick up the criminal charges. You don't have to deal with a criminal anything. You take them to civil court. He will get the FBI involved. He will get the criminal, and so forth and so on. He's friends with the Encino people, everybody. He's got utmost integrity.
Encino, so are Beverly Hills people. All of them are connected very closely together with the people I work with, because bullying for children is cyberbullying as well. And cyberbullying.
Well, he helped somebody with his cybering. He helped one of my clients.
Xbox, they can be bullied on the gaming rules.
Yes.
And that's why the app that I have created for the website and the new network program monitors the children silently.
Oh.
So watch for threats.
Well, check it out.
You can take up that to court, but those will be the hard copies.
Well, check it out. Okay, we're gonna, Kristen, remind me to go on our site, Stop Cyberbullying, and or actually you can do it for me. I posted 2 anonymous videos from anonymous the white hackers. Please send them to my messenger box. I will forward it to you, Alatino, because there's a white hat hacker that did time when he was about 15. He had to stay away from a computer for 3 years, and now all he does, and I'll get you his name, is he works for only the car companies, because cars are hacked. In fact, I believe that car accident I had in my Fiat was a hack. I truly do. Because I was sober, you know, I was going 30 miles per hour and I hit a parked car. The witness said I made a direct right and just hit the car. And you know how many hackers are around me, the black hat. Anyway, you know, nothing ever happened to me with that case. Anyway, the white hat hacker, he only works for car companies to look for vulnerabilities and those little children monitors to look for vulnerabilities because of that case that happened up in Washington where that family had their baby monitored hacked. So I'm going to put you in touch with the guy from Anonymous that he's not from Anonymous, but he's on the video. And my attorney helped a case that somebody from our Stop Cyberbullying had a criminal case through, I think it's called cyber raping or something, that somebody took a picture of her nude. Oh, remember that BS story that was, my BBS radio guy, Doug and Don are going to love this. There was a BS story going around about me that I was naked smoking a drug that would not be my drug of choice. Anybody that knows me knows it would not be anything but in a balloon, and that I was naked smoking this drug in my bedroom. Come on. At my age with a C-section, I'm going to let somebody take a video of me naked with a C-section hanging down? Give me a break. There was rumors going around that there was photos of me naked. Come on. Maybe in the 80s there was. I mean, I was naked in the movie I starred in, but I would never at my age. Oh, by the way, it was not a love scene either. It was a very classy R-rated movie. Oh, Alatino, talk about the with your nonprofit with California City, how California Girls, the skydiving scene from California Girls was filmed in California City, and you're setting up don't say for what, but for manufacturing companies in California City. And isn't it weird that I'm the star of that movie and your company for Cyberspace Media is setting up companies there for the nonprofit for the people that have cancer? We don't have to go into that until January. But for Project Tapestry, my favorite nonprofit.
Well, Project Tapestry takes in all the causes and circumstances that befall children, number one, women, our veterans, seniors, and animals.
Yes.
Now, everyone needs an animal in that category, including other animals. Okay? Animals that have been beaten, animals that have been in disasters, animals that have survived, you know, they're looking for companionship. Children need animals to teach them how to love, number one. That's first and foremost ingredient. Women who are recovering from an abusive relationship, drug, alcohol, disease, whatever, surgeries, post-traumatic depression, breast surgery for cancer, they need a companion pet. Veterans coming in for PSTD, they need a companion pet.
Yes. Well, yes, like the therapeutic pets. Really quick, I have to pitch Rosalind Kahn's book. Rosalind was supposed to be on the show tonight, and I wasn't able to do the three-way call with I couldn't work this is like a jitterbug phone, everybody. It's my mommy's cell phone, and that's what I usually do the show from my home office, and we're here at the pageant. And oh, next week we're also doing, or within the next 2 months, we're doing a follow-up show with Tommy Bull, the DGA director, Directors Guild of America, director about scams. Again, a follow-up scam show, Hollywood scams, how to avoid them. But Rosalind Kahn was supposed to be on tonight. We might be able to do something tomorrow for next week's show. Rosalind wrote the book, Dogs and Roses. It is amazing. She also wrote, what is the name of the first book? Oh, you guys will love it. It's all of her own pictures. Oh, Kristen, you bought that book. Tell everybody how amazing it is. Just say how amazing her book is. Kristen, see how amazing the book is. Just say how amazing Rosalind's books are.
It was amazing.
Yeah, it's an amazing. Because Rosalind, I mean, what kind of dogs do you have, real quick, Kristen?
I've got a Jack Russell Terrier and a Rottweiler mix.
Oh, we can always call her from the other line. She's got a Rottweiler mix. Okay, so go on, Alatino. I'd love to hear more from Penny and Nick. We also need to talk about some of these scams so that while we have Kristen on the line, about some of these scams, like we could always try to call my friend Andrew Heller that got ripped off by that other scam artist that runs around Hollywood. And he, oh, speaking of, yeah, you know who I'm talking about. That, I don't say names. I have class, okay? I could say names because I'm not slandering anybody. Somebody told, listen to this, Penny, wait, go ahead, Alatino, say it. Listen to this, Kristen. Go on.
If anyone who is out there getting ripped off or charged for a show, but yet you know somebody suffering from a disease that causes breast cancer, autism, Alzheimer's, heart disease, whatever the disease, don't worry, we can take you a free show on the Nonprofit Network Cyberspace Podcast.
We will do a free, do you hear what he's saying? He's saying we will do a free show for Kristen who wants to break into Hollywood because we deal with the nonprofits. We're not going to bully you and say, oh.
You're going to publicize and you're going to be out there and it's going to make more money.
Your exposure's going to be huge. And my show's going on that, and I'm on every major app that is for profit. And Penny, I want beautiful, gorgeous Penny. Oh, Penny, I'm going to need a picture of you for BBS Radio. Penny's gorgeous. Please tell us a little bit about your background. I know we're all over the place, you guys, but I'm exhausted. So tell us.
Because that makes it eclectic. We're multitasking here. Now, my background comes with 40 years in and out of the film industry with wellness and fashion and beauty and working with, high-end people, as far as their A-listing categories in the business. My family has done this as well. And, we have gone full cycle now where I sold my business, I sold my salon, but for 25 years I did nonprofits and charities. And so when Nick and I came down to brand ourselves with this one person, we decided that we were going to brand him because he has 50+ years in pizza. So we took my wellness side, my fashion sense, my background in whatever I was doing in the film industry, and we came down and we decided that we were gonna try to create this new brand for us. Okay, so what we do is Nick creates pizzas with celebrity CEOs, philanthropists, music artists, anybody that has any kind of a spotlight that they want to have, and we turn around and we endorse those charities. But the most important thing, is it Kristen? I wanted to tell
Kristen, yeah, Kristen.
Yeah. Okay, so the one thing you want to really remember is sometimes if you don't check things out, you're going to have a situation where if you do meet someone that brands you like we did, you're trying to get your brand out more. You want to make sure. You want to make sure that what you do is that you check them out, but also you protect yourself, because a lot of times, like in our case, they went and said that we did certain things, and when people talk about you, that's a cyberbullying thing, but it's not just cyberbullying. It's that anytime someone denounces you or says something that's untrue, the thing about the film industry is that people roll with whatever tide they want to. And so even though you might be innocent, you want to make sure that you really dial your stuff in, because what happens is they start flowing with people that are going to believe whatever's being said.
And that's what bothers me is the gossip thing. Like, real quick, yeah. Penny, I heard something like from Rosalind. That's why I wanted her on this show. Rosalind, I adore. Rosalind Kahn. She's a very conservative person, but she's not a conservative, like that. But she's, like she could clear a background check with no problem. And she's a professor. She's got a heart of gold.
That's awesome.
Yeah, heart of gold. and just a really good human being. And, you know, she wrote Dogs and Roses and some book about random acts of kindness for the world. And she's just a heart of gold. And somebody told her, don't work with Dr. Mary L. McKinley, somebody I highly respected. Because they were a real published author with real publishers. They were a Christian minister. They were a marriage and family therapist. They actually wrote 2 books based on, is that 2 minutes and 50 seconds left or 20 minutes left?
20
Thank
minutes.
you, James. Talking to the producer. We used to do that with Howard Stern. Sorry. Anyway, just put up 20 minutes, James, or just talk like Jimmy used to. Okay, so he said, somebody I really respect, I used to call him for prayer. And I didn't have on my, you know, my radio show, eccentric personality, or the personality I use with you guys when I, you know, let my hair down and I'm a little bit, you know, eccentric. I had my very, very professional personality because I'd call him for prayer, okay? A Christian minister. And that's how I know him. And I warned him about a certain person in Hollywood because 2 other friends of mine that are real Hollywood, you know, they've got credentials and union memberships, and you look them up on the IMG and they're real, and they have books out, and they have real movies and television shows and real Emmy Awards, and, you know, you can look them up. I felt it was my duty of care. I did go to law school, and there's something called a legal duty of care, meaning somebody with my education, with my experience, at my age, would have a certain civil duty of care to tell him about, if he is going to do a movie with somebody, to at least introduce him to one of these people that was the highest regard, that has the highest credentials, okay, that are provable. And that person's has a family member that actually works for the Trump administration, so they can easily get a background check done. Now, the other friend of mine, their brother wrote code for the FBI and had a background check done on these people. And they said, Marielle, you stay away from them, they're dangerous. And I didn't listen, and I really like to give people the benefit of the doubt. But then I ran into this other person that I became very good friends with, and I saw the documents, I saw the checks from the certain union that person is with. I don't want to give up too much identifiable information, but I started getting death threats from these people that were considered dangerous and stuff. Didn't I? I was on the phone with you, Mr. Storms, remember? One of the people's names, you're not on social media under your other name. I was on my landline with you, and one of their associates' names slipped out of my mouth because we never even would. The one person used me as a doctor. We never said anything on social media or anything like that. They were texting me as a doctor, and we would not text their names. The person was venting to me about this. It's not the people that ripped you guys off, and was venting to me about what to do and, you know, this and that. Now, that person did say things probably where they shouldn't, but I didn't. And then I said one of their associates' names, and 47 seconds later, remember, Mr. Storms?
Yes.
The phone rang, and I got a death threat that the mafia was going to kill me if I didn't unfriend on Facebook this one famous A-list person. And I said, there's no mafia going to tell me who I'm going to be Facebook friends with. The person is in Nebraska right now. I've never met that person in person, but I've seen all the documents and spoken to all the people that, all you have to do is look them up on the IMDb. But anyway, I felt it was my duty of care to tell this Christian minister that if he wants to get his real books that are about satanic ritual abuse, with all the names being changed. Satanic ritual abuse does happen in this country. It does. I sound crazy, I know that, but it does happen, because when I was training for my master's in psychology, there were 2 people. I was getting my certification in treating victims and perpetrators of violent crimes. And the dean of the school had to run groups, and we had to take group therapy every psychiatrist, psychologist, marriage family therapist, licensed clinical social worker, chemical dependency counselor. We all have to have supervised clinical people above us. You all have to take a certain amount of group therapy. We had 2 members in our group that were getting their, PhDs that were both victims of satanic ritual abuse and were breeders. And this was in 1996 or 7, not 98. Yeah, when I was getting the master's. So, like, I know that it's real. I didn't know how prevalent it was. So this person had written books, changed the names, and was getting these movies out. And so I really felt it was my duty of care, because this information needs to be out there in a movie. So I put him in touch with the one guy.
15 minutes.
15 minutes, thank you. And he listened to the gentleman and did not do his duty of care and look things up. And then the person that is known for taking people's money in Hollywood has never produced anything. And when the guy called me and threatened my life, I said, what has your associate ever produced? And he couldn't answer the question. And they're the same people that started rumors about me that I'm naked, smoking drugs. No, I used to shoot drugs. I didn't smoke them. Sorry, I am a recovering addict. I am an addictions person. And by the way, if you have a trouble with alcohol, addictions, post-traumatic stress disorder, depression, anxiety, please look me up. I will give you free sessions, just like I do with this person. Here's this other person trying to call in, and I can't break the chain. It's not going to work out. So please call me. I will give you free sessions or refer you out. So are you guys still on the line, or did you kicked off?
No, we're here.
Okay, so what happened was Rosalind, that's calling me right now, as you can see, Rosalind Kahn is calling. This person told Rosalind, this guy that I highly respect, said, Rosalind, don't work with Dr. Mary L. McKinley. She's crazy. And she wrote an article about my friend. I haven't written a column. I used to have columns all over printed magazines, syndicated columns. I have not written a column in about 12 years. So she wrote me the text, please send me the article that you say that Mary L. McKinley wrote about your friend. And then he texted back and she showed me the screenshot. Oh, there was no article. So gossip is very ugly. Check your sources. Don't spread gossip, especially if no article was ever written. Check to see if there was an article. Look if the person's on ripoff.com, because that person is on ripoff.com. And if you want to take me to court, I will go to court, and I will have to say what I'm subpoenaed. And I will have to say I was threatened my life by you people. And my other Hollywood friend, these people also said that they were producing his film. He since had them checked by the FBI. So that's what's going on with my other people that were supposed to be on this call. So you guys, yes, all you do is you take them for a detrimental reliance on a promise, and the city attorney or the DA steps in and does the criminal charges. I don't have the heart to take anybody to criminal court. I don't. So go on. We have how many seconds left?
12 minutes.
Yeah, don't spread gossip and don't listen to it. And I never said any names, but you can infer. That's his famous thing, forget about it. And you know what? I'm a Christian lady, and I'm also metaphysical. I let things go, and I move. And he's a Christian man.
Actually, my aunt is Mother Superior.
Honest to God?
Honest to God.
His aunt really is Mother Superior.
Severna Park, Maryland.
From which part of Maryland?
Severna
Port, Maryland. Wow. Oh, wow. And my biological father really was Judge Brock from District 3.
He's been a true nun since she was 21 years old.
Wow. Well, how do you guys feel? Like I feel about...
My father's sister.
Okay, so that's your father's sister. So in closing statements, Christian, you've got a team of people now, and I have a celebrity team of guest experts. You guys now, all 3 of you, will be on the new Facebook page for my celebrity guest team of experts, so that my fans and followers and the other celebrity team will be able to, because talk with you, and you can pitch your different things. It's a place that people can get real information, no gossip allowed, and there will be follow-ups. There will be follow-ups about any scams. Yes, social media, any scams. Please bring them to my attention. I don't like people bullying people, people changing contracts at the last minute, people putting things in a text message and saying, oh, I didn't give you authorization for that. Like, what? I have it in writing that says this or that. I don't like anybody shaking people down for money, charging money when they have a contract with you that says something else. And go on. I want you to close out the show, you guys, please.
Can I say something real quick?
Yes, absolutely.
Just going down the seconds. When you sign a contract, your contract, if you don't, and you work it the way you want it, without a contract, that's what you do. And that's what I did.
Well, let me tell you something. In California, no. I'm a contract law expert. Verbal agreements are binding in California. Verbal agreements.
But hold on, I didn't verbally agree.
Then you didn't.
You didn't verbally agree with that.
And you can and you didn't. And you can also.
I'm not a millionaire, and we'll see what happens.
And that's fine. And that's not an agreement. A contract is an offer, an acceptance, and consideration, which is a legal term for what is given in exchange for the promise. So that's what it is. So if you guys want, I've even helped actors with contracts. Gino Sparizzi, Gino, call us up if you need contract help. I do it free for people all the time. Shout out to Gino. Gino had a messed up Hollywood film contract. I helped him with it. I love you, Gino. And so you guys, I want to talk about forgiveness moving forward. I'm not a vengeful person.
I got word for that.
Tell us.
Please. Okay. Forgiveness of all the people who've ever done you wrong. Let it go.
Let it go.
Forget about it.
Forget about it.
Remember what happened to you and don't let it happen again.
Yes.
And Dr. Marielle, anybody going on Cyberspace Media Broadcast Network
How many minutes?
will go through your journeys to make sure that that
8.
contract or agreement of unification, not syndication, we will put your show on as long as you make sure that it represents a cause and you raise money for that cause.
Well, Project Tapestry, and what are your favorite causes, Nick and Penny? What's your favorite nonprofit?
So my favorite nonprofit, of course, it's funny. I have several, but my sister died from cancer.
Ooh.
And no matter how many times that I reach out to different ones, the cancer, research, but I'm a wellness coach, and I've dealt with medicine my whole life, so I am so connected to so many of them. But cancer has hit my family very heavy over the years, and diabetes and heart. But I'm so connected to so many different doctors and research and.
Oh, Penny is brilliant.
They have all to go together.
Penny is really brilliant with as a wellness coach. She's coaching me right now. As you know, I have stage 3 liver disease, and she's going to be helping me with some different formulas that she sells that are actually the only FDA approved one. So check us out about that too. And Kristen, what would your favorite nonprofit? Would it be like a suicide prevention hotline, or what? Or an animal?
It would be two things, yeah. Suicide prevention, and then it would be for pancreatic cancer.
Pancreatic. Her mom died of pancreatic. And then I also would like to help the liver society and the hepatitis C research for genome type 3A, the rare strain that's the hardest to kill and causes the most deaths and the most chronic hep C. And Nick, your favorite nonprofit?
That's a great question. That's a great question for Penny.
Penny already said her too. Well, what about Project Tapestry?
What's your favorite nonprofit?
My favorite nonprofit would be MS.
MS. Sometimes I think I'm getting it because I have so much weird pain in my legs, but I'm not a hypochondriac. So, April Storms, what is your favorite nonprofit? the Cyber Bunny of the year 2017. Check out his
Alzheimer's
Instagram.
research.
Oh, I was the 25th anniversary Silver Bunny in the club, though, wearing the costume, not the magazine. And he's got a Jim Beam shirt on. What's your favorite?
Firefighters Association.
Firefighters Association.
Terry Farrell Firefighters Fund.
Okay, his is a fire. That's an excellent one. Okay, so Alatino, we know yours is. If you're in Northern. Oh yes, they just went. Oh, and what is your Facebook page? What is the Facebook page for your because somebody set up, we're so kind to set up a Facebook page for Nick and Penny because they went through those awful fires up in Northern California. So look up Penny Latham, Latham, and Nick Rubin, and Nick the celebrity pizza guy. R-U-E-B-E-N, and Alatino. Okay, let me talk. This goes to live radio, so one at a time. Alatino, A-L-Y, right, Alatino? A-L-Y-T-I-N-O, middle initial B, last name Brown. The world-renowned Alatino B. Brown. And we've got one of our favorite fans, Kristen Holmes. Thank you so much. God bless you. Mwah. If you haven't been told you're loved today, we love you. Bye-bye.
We love you too.
See you next week.
Hey, thank you very much for having Nick, the 30 Beach guy, Penny Latham, and Altenio Brown.
Okay, bye-bye. From BBS Radio, iHeart, Spotify, and iTunes. Bye, Kristen. Bye. Okay. Bye. Is that it?
We have 3.5 minutes left.
Okay, so I'd also like to give a shout out to Avant Naderi, the best attorney in San Fernando Court, and he's got a team of attorneys that work with him for any type of legal matter. You want Avant Naderi, A-V-A-N-D-E-R-I, San Fernando Court expert. Get in touch with him. Say you found him on the Reality Shift show with Dr. Marielle McKinley at wehatejail@hotmail.com. That's Marielle, M-A-R-Y-E-L, McKinley, M-C-K-I-N-L-E-Y, and I am at Reality Shift episode number 2. And you can also find me online at M-A-R-Y-E-L, M-C-K-I-N-L-E-Y on Facebook. Look for the Facebook with the brown hair in front of a Ferrari and the blonde hair with this microphone. Or at BBS Radio Channel 1, Reality Shift. And we are all about helping people. This week was a little different with the pageant thing, so sorry it was a little crazy. I love you. Mwah. Bye-bye. That's okay. Bye.
Okay, 2 minutes left. It's okay.
That's okay.
All right.
Bye. Okay. Was that